a gut remedy from Omkar structural body. Camphor. Camphor has an interesting bitter and very opening effect. If you've had Vicks Vapor Rub, you've had mentholatum, you've had many as cough drops. Camphor is the ingredient, and then they got the idea because it naturally occurs in fresh cardamom pods. In Autobiography of a Yogi, Sri Teshwar, Yogananda's teacher, gave him lime juice right after when he was in recovery after being sick to help it fortify the stomach, increase the stomach acid. In Swami Kriyananda's book, The Art and Science of Raja Yoga, he suggests lime or lemon juice of a quarter slice of a lime or lemon and a teaspoon of honey. I'm going to change it to maple syrup so it's neither sweet nor sour. Good thing I'm doing this because it's a little coffee. We're going to use water that's at 100 degrees. Thermometer reads 100 degrees, a little bit over. We're also going to add a pinch of cinnamon powder and a pinch of ginger. If you're feeling really clunky, congested, and you need more heat in the stomach, if you feel cold, if your feet are cold, a pinch of cayenne pepper will also help. Let's slice our lime here. That little thing there that looks like a black bug is actually a cardamom pod, or sort of oblong, and we're going to grind that up with our mortar and pestle. And it doesn't take very long. Just like that. Squeeze our lime into the fresh water. It's good to use your hand as a splash seal this because you're squeezing them by hand, they are always squirting all over the place. That's a little bit of control there. And of course, we've washed our hands beforehand because when you're squeezing it, doesn't mean you're going to drink this stuff. It's pretty antiseptic, so it's likely would kill pretty much anything that was growing in it anyway. However, with just common sense to make sure we're pretty sanitary with all this stuff. Sweep that little bit of ground cardamom into the water. It'll be a little bit chunky, so fingers were wet, so that's a little disadvantage as far as getting the powder into the water. And a little bit of cinnamon. Touch of ginger. Tiny, 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 tiny amount of cayenne. If your feet are cold, you can adjust for a little bit more, but a little bit of cayenne goes a long way. And maple syrup. Mixing it all pretty good so you don't have any cayenne nodules or anything going to surprise us. Neither sweet nor sour, that's the flavor we're looking for. And also the heating properties, the cooling properties, salty. If it doesn't taste salty enough and you feel stagnated, another thing to consider, you can add a pinch of sea salt or a pinch of spike. This has a very unusual flavor with all 6 of those in balance. Taste a hint of the cayenne at the end coming in a little bit strong. Immediately I did feel a little bit of a cleansing action in the stomach, and this does cleanse. It doesn't usually give you diarrhea, but it usually does cleanse and give you a feeling of warmth in your stomach. That can be very, very helpful when you're not feeling good. The cardamom is not quite as strong as we would like. I probably didn't get it quite ground up enough to get a nice open feeling. If you crunch one in your teeth, then you'll feel even more of that camphor mentholatum effect. After having said that, the overall effect of the drink is definitely relaxing to the throat and chest, and in general very calming to the system. You can drink this every morning pretty much. When you're not needing all the heat, then leave out the ginger, the cayenne, and the cardamom perhaps, and the cinnamon too, but perhaps you may want a little of those on any morning where it's wet out or you're feeling kind of just cloggy. This could help tremendously.